Hey guys, today I'm going to be installing these plastic hinges on this is for a Jeep Wrangler from, I don't know how old. Mine's a 2008, so I imagine from, 1980s to all the way up to 2018 and even higher. What these hinges are, what they do, yeah, I'll show you. We're going to be doing things that I find wrong and maybe can help you guys out. The door is off, obviously, and the hinges, like if you want to take your doors off, if you never took your doors off, I'm going to make another video to show you how to do that without damaging them. But this is just a great upgrade. It's not that expensive. You put these DuPont, they're called Delrin hinge liners in here. They're plastic basically. You take the old one out and you put the new one in, so when you want to take your doors off, they slide right out. But this video is about installing these little liners. They give you a tool, all right? Now this tool is basically a little bit smaller than the board itself. So this goes in because the liner is out. So you can imagine they want you to hit this with a hammer, right? When the old aluminum liner that was in there, they want you to hit with a hammer and pop it out. Well, in the real world, that just doesn't work and I put this little piece of paper here, a little cardboard, so if you hit it with a hammer, you don't damage anything. There's a couple of little chips I did on mine, but I'm gonna touch them up. You will never see them. But some other people, that may be like a big problem. Anyway, on the bottom, I hit it and it actually moved the hinge. All right, now I had to tighten them up, and of course I scratched the paint. Like again, I said, I'm gonna touch them up, no big deal. But for some people it may be, all right? And they don't wanna come out. They just don't wanna come out, and you're gonna end up bending the hinge. The better way to do that is use a drill bit. Now here, I'll show you here. This is what some of the liner looks like. You see, aluminum liner. Now you can imagine this gets fused into the door. I'll show you the door over here. All right, I just cleaned it up a little bit, but the older one, it still has all, it's very rigidy, and you can imagine when you put this in here, and even though the door swings okay, but when you try to lift the door out, that's another reason. It's not gonna, these didn't come out. It wasn't that easy. I'm gonna show you that in another video, how to take the doors off that are stuck. But anyhow, they didn't want to come off easy. So what I did is I measured the drill bit. Drill bit is good. You're going to use is a 1/2 inch drill bit like this. And you're going to think, oh, that's a little scary. But actually it's not. You're not gonna make the hole enlarged if you do it properly, because this is a lot thinner. All right, and this one goes in here, and when you start drilling it, it's going to release and come out. You got to make sure the drill is square. Let me show you. You do the one up from here, and you make sure it's completely square, and you cover the top of the bodywork with a cardboard so you don't damage it, and you just go square, and you'll see it should release right away. All right, and even look, even seeing here, you don't even see anything about the drill bit. Drill bit did not make the hole bigger. It just ripped this right out. And on the bottom one, what you do, this one, you do it from underneath. You do it up, straight up, because you can't do it this way. You do it straight up, same thing. Take your time, protect the paintwork, and they come right out. They come out in 5 seconds. Instead of hammering them with this tool that they give you. And you can get these Delrin hinges without this tool. You don't need the tool, believe me. You're gonna destroy your paintwork, or if you miss, you're gonna dent the whole side of the car. All right. So my advice is do not use this. But these liners, that's probably the way to go, man. Because when you're in a, I don't know where you are. You want to go to the beach. You want your home. Zoop, they'll come right off. Okay. So basically, like I said, you drill them out. Oh, let me show you. All right. And once you drill the other one out, you don't put no grease, no nothing, and these just go in. No pressure. They just go in with your hand. You don't hit them with a hammer or nothing like that. And that's it. And now you can imagine once the door is riding on here, it's never going to get fused together. This is plastic. It's a DuPont. It's a special material that DuPont makes. And they made these hinges, and they're just great. I'm going to put a link in the description. And then what you do, I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. What you want to get is a little bit of sandpaper like this. All right, you cut it in a little strip, and you put it over here like this. Right, I can't do this with two hands. And then you just go back and forth, you know, back and forth, and just clean it up, clean a little bit of rust off. You don't have to grease them. You know, if you don't want to, you really don't have to grease them because the grease is going to drip down the doors. You don't have to grease them. And you see this little mark over here? I got to touch it up. That was because this thing did not want to come off. This one I didn't do yet. You can see it's all, you know, like in other words, if you slide the new plastic hinge in there, it's going to bind. So you just want it to pretty much slide in with no play, but nice and easy. This way, when you take the doors off, you never have an issue. Okay? So I'll put a link in the description of these RT off-road door hinges. And if you see over here, because they have all different types, you want them. It says genuine Delrin. It's like a DuPont brand of plastic. I guess they invented this type of plastic. It's super strong, and basically that's how you install them. You use a 1/2-inch drill bit. Take your time, cover the paintwork. You take them right out, and you just clean. You know, just blow them off, clean up the door hinges, and just put the plastic hinges back in the door, and put the door on. And next time you want to go off-roading, and you want to take your doors off, they just slide right out. All right, guys. This is Motorcar Nut 2020. Please subscribe. Like the video if if I helped you out a little bit. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.